Ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Florida International Panthers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. So Florida Atlantic's offense will get the first crack at it here. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Panthers offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. You have a game like he did last time. Your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. Gets it past the marker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The give to the back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Looking for a man. It's Orji. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking downfield on first down. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Buck. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Takes the handoff. It's Virgil. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. They'll send the back in motion. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
They'll test the right side. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Panthers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They put two. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Solid run on the last play. Gives this offense another first down. Leaves it with the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Orji. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, FIU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run the screen. Shows him the stiff arm. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Out of the backfield, he's open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Panthers will have it 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gets it out fast. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
No chance he's taking a knee. Here he comes. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. running back has it. Got enough for the first. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Allen. He makes the grab. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be fourth down. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. To pay him overtime, he's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Power football with the run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Panthers want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Fires to the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw again. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide-open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Owls come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He'll sneak it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
The offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Orji. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you see the shot. I think the thought process. Look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snags it on the right. Off and running. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida International.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by a field goal over Georgia Southern. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Turning it on! It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll run play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Snagged in the middle. It's Buck. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw, it's Allen. The short hands, it's Buck. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their...
Breaks into the open. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge. Back to Biden. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
The give to the lone running back. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Owls just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss that.
There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Gonna let it fly. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to keep it in the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking downfield, it's Orji. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A 1st and 10 for this offense. The inside handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The give out of the gun. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw, it's Dorsey. Got his man quickly. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. FIU pushing tempo.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Virgil. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Panthers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Allen. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. These DBs going to give a little cushion. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Wants to bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Snags it over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. FIU pushing tempo. Dropping back, it's Dorsey. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Going to swing it on second down. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Going over the top. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Owls will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback keeper. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Throws for the tight end. Got his man on the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Panthers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, FIU. And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. To throw, it's Allen. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable.
Intercepted, the defense has set him up.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Got it. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Lockett. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Panthers. A great catch and run for 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner is stopped. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Catch in the middle, it's Wicks.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Split backs here. Sends it back in motion. The play action fake. Right down the middle. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Back to throw, it's Allen. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field.
Number 11, on to punt it away.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field it close to the 50. And the returner will be brought down. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until...
Turning it on! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Panthers are marching down the field. Sensational. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys wanted to make a statement. The statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Set to kick off.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Florida Atlantic has the ball back and the offense will try to put together a drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Allen. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He gets it away from his own end zone. Here's a return from midfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab down the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success.
Touchdown, Panthers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a crease. It's Virgil. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Dorsey. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DB's not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Now on the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the back. Makes one man miss. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Touchdown, FIU! Stealing a score on special teams. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off. They're up by 34 over Georgia Southern. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give credit, too.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
What can you say about the impact this dude has had on this game? He has been completely unblockable all game long, guys. That's his 3rd sack of the game.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The Panthers want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and
breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Allen. Puts it out of the air. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll run the sneak for it. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Touchdown, Florida International. Special teams proving to be special.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. So his big play capability was on full display, and that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They'll try the run. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
It's complete to the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Allen. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Panthers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to take off across the 25. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Panthers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field. Personnel groupings there have been, they're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Off play action on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Under fire. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Wants to throw. It's Dorsey. Got him downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. Snaps it in the shotgun. Wide out trying to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On the ground, it's Quicks. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They boot it away. Here's the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. The 20. He's at the... And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Western Kentucky is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. That 1st down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. The Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Dorsey. Time to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot.
Turning it on! And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On target over the middle. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent team.
And as an athlete, it's sometimes hitching.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Dorsey. He's looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He unleashes a long one. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.